At the end of this very long year of performative cruelty, of Christy Nome posing artfully in front of a cage full of imprisoned men, of ICE agents snatching children, of the president and vice president brandishing the most unsubtle variations of racism and bigotry imaginable, I've been thinking recently about Dona Sebastiana and Sensei Sergio San Carlos. They are fictional characters from two of this year's best films, The Secret Agent and One Battle After Another, and they are each markers firmly planted in the ground for humble, workaday decency that refuses to cower and refuses to fold. If there is a single story that unites all of 2025, it is that the wealthy and powerful in the United States are either deathly afraid of losing what they have already accumulated or already gone over to the side of the authoritarians. It is only the ordinary people, the people with 9 to 5 jobs, with mortgage debt and student loans and childcare responsibilities and bills to pay, who've shown up to combat the demise of democracy. And of all the characters in all the films this year, it is Dona Sebastiana and Sensei Sergio who stay with me because of their blend of utter ordinariness and astonishing courage. Dona Sebastiana, played by Tanya Maria, shows up suddenly in The Secret Agent, puffing on a cigarette and leading the mysterious Marcelo Wagner Mora around his new apartment building, where he is staying in her niece's apartment. She introduces him to neighbors, shows him the cat door she has had a teenage accomplice ham-fistedly install, and casually sets him up with a single woman 1 floor up. It only slowly emerges that Dona Sebastiana is the mastermind and overseer of an effort to smuggle Brazilians under threat from the country's military dictatorship to safety. Dona Sebastiana carries her own quiet grief. It turns out that her niece is not merely on a long trip, and she sometimes reveals more about her guests than they might like. But there are profound lessons on display for how to unbendingly insist on human dignity in a time of great mischief, where dead bodies lie out at the side of the road and assassins roam the streets of cities. I'm quite confident that Dona Sebastiana will be great friends with Sensei Sergio, played by Benicio del Toro, who betrays a similar fondness for a few small beers that she seems to have for cigarettes and wine. Sergio likes to drive drunk and has no qualms telling a police officer as much. He is a good friend of Bob, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, we suspect, in no small part because they are equally ill-equipped for straight living. Del Toro, we remind ourselves, co-starred in Terry Gilliam's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, playing a modestly similar toxic waste dump of a character. But Sergio is boozing and drugging in part, we understand, because of the unrestrained intensity of his secret life, which consists, like Dona Sebastiana's, of a secret smuggling network of the unwanted. In a film crammed full of bravura tracking shots, one of the most bravura takes us through the upper floors of Sergio's dojo, where families of hunted immigrants take shelter. My single favorite moment of the movie is seeing a retractable rug that hides yet another hiding place. Sergio is a mess, and he is also the mastermind of a staggeringly complex machine of resistance to the endless cruelty of a white nationalist America not at all unlike our own. We now live in one battle after another's world. The next step is to find a way for each of us to reside in Sergio's.